Thor, the revered god of thunder and lightning, stands as a monumental figure in Norse mythology. He is the unwavering guardian of mankind, a formidable shield against the forces of chaos and destruction. Thor's influence stretches beyond the battlegrounds. He is a nurturer, a divine presence whose blessings upon the fields and crops ensure the fertility of the land. In the hearts of the Norse people, Thor's prominence eclipses even that of Odin, for his connection to agriculture and his role as the defender of the ordinary against supernatural turmoil resonate deeply in their daily lives. This narrative will unfold the saga of Thor, tracing the path of how he ascended to become the mighty deity he is revered as. It's a tale of power, protection, and the enduring bond between a god and his people. Join us as we embark on this epic journey, unraveling the events that sculpted Thor into the legend that echoes through time. In the time before time, when the cosmos was yet unformed and the Yggdrasil, the world tree, was but a sapling, the worlds lay draped in a mystery. In this primordial era, the elements were personified as beings of immense power, and among them were Odin, the wandering wisdom seeker, and Jord, the boundless and nurturing earth giant. Odin, known for his insatiable quest for knowledge, roamed the realms on paths unseen and through ways unknown. His was a deity that could not be tethered, a mind as vast as the sky, always seeking, always yearning for the secrets that lay hidden in the fabric of the cosmos. His eyes, one sacrificed for wisdom, the other, a piercing gaze that saw through the veils of reality, were ever fixed on the horizon of understanding. Jord, in contrast, was the stillness to Odin's wandering, the silence to his questions. She was the soil that embraced the seed, the strength that bore the mountain, the depth that cradled the sea. She did not roam the paths of the worlds, she was the paths in the world itself, the very ground that cradled all life, the foundation upon which the tapestry of existence was woven. Their meeting was not one of chance, for in the weave of fate, their threads were intertwined from the dawn of creation. Odin felt the pull of the earth beneath his feet, a call that beckoned him to seek not just the secrets of the skies, but the mysteries that lay in the quiet heart of Jord, the earth herself. A Jotun who represented the very earth. As Odin descended from his wanderings among the realms beyond, his spirit found solace in the embrace of Jord. In her, he found a grounding point for his boundless thoughts. And in him, Jord found a voice, a whispering wind that spoke of distant worlds and the secrets of the stars, a presence that stirred her depths and reached into the very core of her being. Their union was not one of words, for no language could encompass the communion of the sky and the earth, the meeting of wisdom and creation. It was a bond forged in the harmony of the eternal dance of the cosmos. In the realm of Asgard, where gods and goddesses reside, the air was thick with the anticipation of something momentous. Odin, the All-Father, wise and far-seeing, had felt a stirring in the fabric of the cosmos, a whisper of a coming storm, a harbinger of change. He sensed the need for a force that would balance the scales, a presence potent enough to stand as a protector of both gods and men. Jord, the embodiment of the earth, with her deep and nurturing essence, was aware of the subtle shifts in the energies that coursed through her lands, her mountains, her seas. She felt the vibrations of Odin's thoughts, the depth of his resolve, and the breadth of his wisdom. In her, the seeds of life lay in wait, ready to sprout forth when the time was right, when the heavens and the earth aligned in purpose. As the threads of fate wove together the destinies of Odin and Jord, they came together in a union that was as natural as it was profound. It was not a meeting of passion, but rather a convergence of purpose, a blending of the sky's endless possibilities with the earth's boundless fertility. In the time leading up to Thor's birth, the realms seemed to hold their breath. The air drummed with the power of the impending event, and the other gods and goddesses watched with a mix of awe and apprehension. Odin, ever the far-seeing, retreated into his thoughts, his mind weaving through the possibilities of the future, preparing for the arrival of his son, whom he knew would be a force unlike any other. Jord, carrying the child within her, felt the life force of Thor as a rumble, a distant thunder growing ever closer. With each day, the connection between her and the child of the storm grew stronger. Her serene composure was a stark contrast to the restless energy that was soon to be unleashed upon the realms. As the time of birth approached, the skies began to echo with the distant sound of thunder, a herald of the coming of Thor. The earth itself seemed to hum, resonating with the power of the life it was about to bring forth. Odin stood silent, his one eye reflecting the stormy skies, his heart, for once, an open sea of anticipation and quiet pride. When Thor was born, the realms felt the shift, a sudden release of energy that rippled through Yggdrasil, the world tree. Thunder rolled across the skies, a declaration of the arrival of the god of thunder, the protector, the son of Odin and Jord. The harmony between the celestial and the terrestrial found a new champion, a god who was of both the earth and the skies, a bridge between the realms, a guardian for all times. In the days following the birth of Thor, the halls of Asgard were abuzz with whispers and wonder. The child of Odin and Jord was not like other infants. His presence was like a storm contained, a rumbling force waiting to be unleashed. From the very beginning, it was clear that Thor possessed extraordinary strength and vitality, a vigor that was evident even in his earliest years. As a son of Odin, Thor was born into wisdom, but his was a wisdom not of words, but of the world, an instinctual understanding of the language of the skies and the whispers of the earth. His connection to his mother, Jord, granted him an innate bond with the land. Thor's upbringing was a unique blend of celestial and terrestrial teachings. Odin, the all-seeing, imparted to his son the knowledge of the cosmos, the secrets of runes, and the sagas of the gods. He instilled in Thor the virtues of courage, honor, and the responsibility that came with his formidable power. But it was not just the wisdom of the mind that Odin shared. He also trained Thor in the art of combat, for the realms were a place of hidden dangers and threats. Jord taught Thor the language of the land, the cycles of growth and decay, the balance of nature, and the respect for all living things. Her lessons were not spoken but experienced. As Thor grew, so too did his strength and his mastery over the elements. It was said that his laughter could be mistaken for thunder, and that his temper, though seldom roused, was as fierce as a storm. His connection with the earth made him an unmatched warrior. But it was not until the forging of Mjolnir, the legendary hammer, that Thor's powers fully manifested. The hammer, crafted by the skillful dwarven brothers Sindri and Brokar, was a masterpiece of craftsmanship and enchantment. Mjolnir was an extension of Thor's will, a conduit for his power. It could level mountains, summon storms, and when thrown, it would unfailingly return to Thor's hand. In one form, it is small enough to be worn as an amulet, yet in its other form, described as immensely heavy and powerful. With Mjolnir, Thor's already formidable abilities were amplified. He became the protector of Asgard and Midgard, the world of humans, a guardian against the forces of chaos and destruction. His role was not just that of a warrior, but also a symbol of fertility, blessing the land and its people with his presence. But Thor's power was not limited to his hammer alone. His superhuman strength was a legend whispered across realms, and his endurance was such that he could withstand blows that would shatter worlds. In battle, he was unmatched, a master of combat whose very name struck fear into the hearts of giants and monsters. In the hallowed halls of Asgard, Thor was a figure of leadership and charisma, his voice a commanding presence that rallied the gods in times of peace and war. His knowledge of runic magic, though not as deep as his father Odin's, was a testament to his connection with the ancient and powerful forces that governed the universe. Thor's early years were woven with a tapestry of formidable adventures and trials, sculpting him into a deity revered across all realms. His clashes with towering giants, cunning skirmishes against evil entities, and his steadfast defiance against the sinister forces. Throughout these trials, Thor stood as an unwavering pillar of strength, a beacon of courage, and a paragon of resolve. Known as the Paramount Protector, his name was whispered with reverence across the lands. Yet beneath this veil of tranquility, a tumultuous current was stirring, a prelude to an infinite conflict, an intricate web of destiny yet to unfold. In the deep depths of the oceans, hidden from the gaze of mortals and gods alike, lurked a challenge of monumental proportions. A challenge destined to test Thor's strength like no other. This impending confrontation, lying in the silent shadows of the watery abyss, was poised to be the most formidable ordeal in Thor's existence, a deep, dark chapter within the realm of the Norse pantheon.